While I was in the Navy, I had two good friends. One of them was an artist, and I was always looking over his shoulder, and one day he said, "You seem to have a real interest in this." I said, "Well, I do." And he said, "Why don't you go to school to learn how to do this stuff?" It was like a light bulb went off. I had no idea that I could do that. But from when he made that statement to me, I knew what I wanted to do the rest of my life. I'm Bob Coonts. I've been in Fort Collins since 1971. And I always aspired to try my hand at painting at some point in my life. Finally got the opportunity to do that in 1994. Been a fine artist ever since. I just love to paint and see if I can create things. This is the 10th year for the Masks project. Working on the mask currently for the exhibit this coming year. It's fun to do. It's always fun to see what other people come up with. And there's some really talent, I think, in Fort Collins, and it's amazing to see all of the variety and various masks and the ideas. And we have people running from high school all the way to people my age. It's a worthwhile project, I think, for the museum. It's a fundraiser for the museum. We always have an annual auction, a viewing time, and then an auction. The museum is important for our society, for our culture. What are we left with in history when we look at other civilizations? It's usually art. That's why I like participating in it and feel like helping out maybe a little bit and giving something back to the community and to the museum. Working on the mask is almost doing a painted sculpture. The sculpture's already made. I love coming up with concepts and ideas, and I try to do that each year rather than just decorate a mask. My masks sometimes get pretty involved, and I add things and glue things on and so forth. They get pretty involved, and not just simply decorating a mask. I want to create, hopefully, a really good mask. Has a lot of innovation that makes other people look at it and say, "Wow." Some are really, really clever. You just can't imagine. And how people finish their mask and how they use different materials and, all kinds of wonderful visual excitement. I call it eye candy. I really encourage everybody in the community to come out and see the mask show. You're really contributing something, I think, to the community, and it's wealth for you as well.